Hi everyone. This week, a year ago, literally it was the 17th of March, the United Synagogue decided, quite rightly, to close synagogues to prayer. And that would have been a really incredibly hard decision. It was hard for all of us. We all realised what was going on. We all saw the numbers, saw what was happening. And the decision had to be made that we couldn't be in the shul. We couldn't be in the synagogue. That's a year ago, and it's incredible what happened. It's painful what has happened in that year, but at the same time, so many people are pulled together, and I think it's really, a moment of reflection on how we as a community have still been able to pull together over that year. And I think a lot of thanks are in order. Pesach, Passover, is a festival of thanksgiving really as well. There's a lot of thanking God for having saved us and brought us out of Egypt, from the straits and the narrowness and the being closed in and the isolation that involved in Egypt, to the openness, of course, of freedom. And even although we're not totally free from the worries of COVID-19, we clearly are in a different position than we were last year. Last year at Pesach, the numbers were going up big time. The pain really happened at Pesach and after it into May. Whereas this year we know the numbers are much lower, the lowest since October. Half the population, or at least the adult population, have been vaccinated, and many more will receive over the next number of weeks. There is a feeling of optimism. Cautious we must be, but it is. So thanks goes to our volunteers, our leadership, all the packing, all the delivering, all the helping, all the shopping, all the phoning, all the contacting, all the visiting. So much was done. Our leadership really came together to ensure that everything was safe and carefully done. And you as a community, either by your volunteering or by turning up and attending the online events, being part of so many things that we did this year, mean that our community is still robust and together. And that is so special. So thanks to everyone. I'd like to add also a thank you to the United Synagogue, because the United Synagogue really came into their own as an organisation, from the leadership of Stephen Wilson at the top, through its different departments, in terms of the educational material that came out, the US TV and the accessibility for so many members who otherwise would not have that, the chesed, the ginormous amount of chesed, packages, boxes that were sent out to people in need. So much was done as well, and the leadership of Joe Gross and all those working with Joe in the community department also, to ensure that every step of the way we were putting the health and the protection of our members first when we were returning to synagogue, and then of course having to leave it again. I think we're in a better place for it, and I think as a movement really we have shone a light in terms of how to balance, in a sense of keeping a connection with the rituals of our life, with the way of life, with synagogue life, but also being absolutely sure that our health is so much at the front, and also that we are a model within the wider society, and that people will look at us and think, yeah, there's an organisation that cares for its place in society too. So thanks to the United Synagogue and its leadership, and of course within our community too. And I think we can hold our heads up at this Pesach, just as the Bnei Yisrael, when they walked out, they marched out of Egypt on their way out, as we're told in the Torah. They held their heads high as a people that had a future. So we are a community with a building project coming up that has a really good, positive future, full of great potential. So Shabbat Shalom to you all this Shabbat, and may we be able to take the pain of the last year, remember it, remember those that need to be remembered, but carry it forward into a more fruitful and positive future. Shabbat Shalom to you all.